right, ladies and gentlemen, on me. Let's give you a brief so everyone can hear it before we all decide to do some more silly stuff. All right, it's really simple. Someone's already drawn it, but I would hope you saw it when you spawned in. But you are here. Your job is to find boats, steal artillery, blow up naval ships, and then go board those ships and kill everyone on board because those CSAT guys asked you to do it and they gave you all these cool guns. So, real simple. Resupply, spare radios, and all that stuff is in those Vics over there with the exception of the quad bike, because that would be silly if the quad bike had all of that. You also have a few technicals to help you out. I would highly recommend you're very defensive about that thing over there, because that's your only real long-range AT, and it might be useful later. So be defensive about that, because if you lose it, you're gonna have a bad time. Now, as I already said, because I already heard the CSAT guy say it, yes, you don't have any extra ammo. What you got is what you got, so make sure you're sharing shit. But otherwise, you're fighting NATO, which is standard NATO stuff. I'm not going to throw anything too OP at you, but, you know, use common sense, and you should be fine. What am I saying? You guys just blew up a vehicle. Of course there's no common sense. If you have any questions, ask me on 50. And, I mean, yeah, you guys are clear to move out whenever. AO's ready for you.
Alright. Let's see, which one are you?
I'm right here.
Alright, now theoretically, because I just init it on,
Every squad leader, come over to where I am. We're gonna make a plan right here.
local, I'm going to, put these guys down and wait a few seconds, because it initiates every 10 seconds in that interval. And if that doesn't work, I'll try executing on server, but it should be fine executing on local, allegedly. Because I don't want to execute it server side, because then everyone might start seeing it, in which case this is going to be a really trippy operation. So, if you guys want to see parts of the multi-Twitch, we have Outcast and Iceberg streaming. I believe they're both part of the Viper Squad, though, so... I've already told the threes that they're supposed to do what ground command says, but I have a feeling that's going to get contradicted here. Come on, shoot each other. Alright, let's think about this realistically. If it's supposed to go in a standard init file, that would be global. I'm just hoping that people aren't going to magically see tracers, but Audrey's saying it's only going to check for people that have a Zeus interface. So people shouldn't see it locally anyway. Excuse me. So we'll wait that out. They should not.
Ground, Charlie.
Hey, if not, I mean, this is a test. I did tell them I'd be testing something interesting,
At this
so...
time, Charlie is 3 effective, so we will be running a technical. Just wanted to give you a heads up. We are currently all loaded in, lined up behind the...
Got about
box.
30 people in this operation. Again, lower numbers for the public op. That's because I put the public op on a weirder slot. That also lets me play with some public op concepts that I have always wanted to do that I've never had the opportunity to. So this one is battleship. What if, and this was an idea I got from someone who was clearly drunk, but what if we took rocket artillery with ammo cars and we used them to destroy boats? The issue with this is that the boats, I let the hammer turrets be active, so these will fire back, and it's pretty freaking hilarious. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to hit T twice again, because, Audrey, there shouldn't be a key that disables it, right? And then we'll go off the next thing. So the boats are really set. Like, I wasn't trying to hide the damn boats. I was trying to put them as close as I could to the naval fleet without anything going bad. T on, T off. Oh, well, I just hit T twice. Shit. Okay, well, let's put this down, then I'll hit T again, because executing it globally should fix it. All right. So that's because I hit T twice. So I'm gonna get out of the interface, get back in the interface, hit the T button once. And then maybe I'll be able to get this working right. Who died in debug? It was just someone. I think Fred Cross spawning in late, so that should be okay. Here, one more thing. Ground, this is high message over.
Go for ground.
I'll let you know if you have reinserts and or people up in standby. So we do have one in standby right now if you want to field him into Charlie or something, but Charlie's already gotten a technical, so up to you. Over.
Good copy.
Okay.
Well, you guys support the first SC.
Better yet, well,
Yeah.
stay with Silver better because it's better.
I'll keep the marksman and medic, Winters, if you want to go with one of the other squads in their vehicles, and
Sure.
it's an intermediary.
Charlie's taking tech, he said they won't have room. We'll find out. Hey, what's going on?
Yep.
Why?
Grounded, Charlie.
Send traffic.
You're going to act as an intermediary element, going to support Alpha and Bravo as needed. So stick
But
to the back.
MR3000s all have the same coding,
Currently sticking to the back.
so I guess I'll give him a Flectarn.
Ground, who is actually ground?
Silver. I am
Thank
the
you.
SPG techie.
That's a funny
I got
one.
Giant PMing me in TeamSpeak. Where do you want him?
Alpha Bravo, do you have any extra room in those vehicles?
Bravo's 3 spots.
Alright, we'll throw him into Alpha. Or Bravo, whichever one of you wants him.
Copy.
Do we want the MG techie to go first?
Yeah, MDP, go ahead, get in front of the SPG techie. You'll be third in line, the 2 transport trucks will be in front.
Yeah, but it's not what we want. That's
Alright,
okay.
Bravo's coming up.
We'll debug
stepping
that
off.
later.
Charlie, go ahead, keep moving.
All right, for now, let's go ahead and put our
so
patrols
that we can,
down.
get Giant when he comes in. Or do you copy last?
Say again.
And again, we're
here we
gonna
go.
have plenty of Zeus ops
I
this
need to
week
have one
to
of my guys
test
hop out of my
everything.
technical and into one of Alpha or Bravo's vehicles so I can drive Giant up when he gets here.
Copy, Alpha, bring one of your vehicles back.
It's kind of weird though. Like MR3000, they're all hard coded, have the same encryption, so I don't know why
Going to hold on the road with the SPG truck.
they'd be different. You know, like that's weird.
Unless Alpha's just going to keep driving away.
Well, we know the script works. It's just
Alpha, Bravo, I need one of you
It's
to bring your
possible
Vic
the
back
init
to
server
Checkpoint in
one
the
is
middle main road.
fucking with the other one, but again, I'll fix that for the
Alpha copies,
T3
we'll turn
mission
around.
file, and then we'll see how things go. And hey, if it doesn't work today, I mean, we've got ops to test it tomorrow, and then I've got an op Tuesday to test it, and I got an op Wednesday to test it, Thursday to test it. Not gonna test it on Friday Night Fights Friday, but I mean, we'll see it in spectator mode anyhow. But hey, I mean, win some, you lose some.
Bravo's dismounted, Bravo dismount. We're
I'm gonna burn out on Monday?
getting
Nah,
in here right now.
Good
it's
copy.
okay. Most of those ops aren't even started
Stage, wait for Alpha to get
for
into position, then start
development.
moving.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm thinking the mission in it is bugged. Also, I think Reaper just bailed out of the Vic while it was moving and hurt himself. And the medic's all the way over here. Amazing. Well, the 40 hours of testing for this script is going to be, you know, just in the background of all the ops.
Probably go by that hill over there.
It's decent.
It's desyncing.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Alpha picked up the straggler, we're on our way back.
Thanks, Alpha.
Because you missed a call from us.
Really appreciates you.
Alright, so I'm thinking just in terms of all the development I've got going here. I mean, again, this op, it's supposed to be a pretty simplistic op. Big kill zone in the middle. This is the one thing they have to hit with AT that, you know, otherwise is going to be a big freaking problem.
Alpha, move to your dismount. Once you're there, let us know.
We'll see how things go. And then I'm going to have to speed garrison the ships. Probably while they're, you know, in a lull somewhere. After they start taking the first parts of the town, so. Why is the medic running up? I don't know. It looks like he got back and healed Reaper. We have another Vic filled with dudes coming to the edge of town. Little risky there. Looks like they're going to come off the left side. Hopefully nothing gets aggroed by that.
Their dismount now.
Hopefully, maybe. I don't freaking know.
We're at Bravo dismount. We're going to be on foot until we get that checkpoint clear.
Bravo Alpha, start moving out. Charlie, who are you with at this time?
Otherwise, we're seeing the, we'll see how things go. Do like that they're dismounting early. They're getting on Overwatch positions, getting on the hills. Hopefully the Vipers will be OP enough to kind of be the fallback in case anything bad happens. We have them being crewed by better players in TSP as well. Vets and T3s, so that should be nice. We have a squad running down here, one group running up to where the Vipers are doing Overwatch from. They're not going to really be able to do much from over here. We have a techie coming up.
Alpha's moving east from our dismount now.
And we have one guy with the machine gun and a quad bike. Interesting.
This is Bravo.
Alright.
So speed
Viper head to Bravo, dismount, support them in their push.
The medic is staying back here. Okay, that's a spare med. Wait, what? Oh, the medic is part of platoon, I think. Ground, this is high. You have another guy in standby if you want him. Seymour, over.
Good, copy.
You can send him into Charlie squad.
Always have some stragglers, you know?
Yeah, from here we're going to want to follow the trees north.
But here's the deal, guys. We've got this op going, and then we're going to have the T3 op at 2:15. That one is going to, if you remember Cherry's Georgetown op, that almost took like 3 hours. I'm going to give that to the T3s, because that was
Ground Alpha.
in my opinion, that was the best op of the
What is your
campaign.
position
Like,
at
the
this
level of detail he put in the town and everything else that was put there was great. So I want the T3s to experience that, and I'm saying it's going to be 12 to 16 players, you know, 3 to 4 cells of 4. So we might get some of the vets in as well, depending on slots. And if we have over 16, I'm going to let the T3s decide who they're bringing. We got to play favoritism because I cannot handle that slot to have more than 16 players, otherwise the balance will get thrown out.
Alpha, do you have eyes on the checkpoint from where you are at this time?
I mean, I could probably extend it to a 5th
All right,
team,
wait for Bravo to start
so
engaging them.
again,
Hit
we'll
it at
see
the
how
same
many numbers
time.
come in. I don't want to be the guy that kick
Bravo,
people from
what do
ops,
you
but,
expect?
you know,
Copy.
balance still has to be considered. I think I could fit 20 on there, though, all things considered. But I would prefer to keep it at 16, so might have to make a small mental change. That besides, I got to go back in that mission file and change the init.
Bravo to ground, or Alpha to ground.
Anyhow, and plus this gives me a time to, in between, we can test the tracer script on that server. On a dedicated mission file,
Alpha to
so
ground.
Go for ground.
should be
Checkpoint's
a-okay.
just a 3-man sentry. We can kill this on our own and move on if you want.
Say again.
The checkpoint's just 3 men. We can
But yeah,
kill
by
them
the
on
way,
our own
guys,
and move
since
on. Or leave it to Bravo.
Fridays these
Go ahead and
days
kill them then.
are,
Bravo, continue moving through the town after.
one sec, I'm gonna turn down their radio chatters by a decibel, so I'm a little louder over them because I am speaking a little more quietly. But if you guys have any crazy one-off ideas for Friday, or excuse me, public stuff, I still call it Friday because we've been doing it for Friday for years, but I moved it to Sunday. Feel free to let me know. and I will see what I can do with it. What happened to the XCOM mod? The project I had for it just never went through, because TSB, I've noticed, they don't really do projects too well that are campaigns, so, you know, I'm holding off on some project stuff. I'm going to work on a project for a different place, and, again, maybe we'll go back to it, similar to how, you know, maybe we'll go back to Project 10.
Alpha, this is Charlie. I am sending my guys with you while I pick up...
So with that response, I'm going to have some fire team elements come up to go check out what that noise was.
Just by Alpha Postmark.
And I'm going to put them in areas that they couldn't have recon because I'm a jerk.
Bravo stage marks, and then move in.
Thought about giving CSAT a drone, but that would completely lock down my ability to balance this AO in terms of bringing in infantry, you know, spawning in as they're playing.
Before diverging northwards to the fob.
So what I'm also going to do is take 2 rifle squads here, stack them up to put them in a transport truck, and send this in a few minutes. I just want to prep it early. It's meant to be like, you know, from a different garrison coming in to go check out what's going on. Yes, there is an XCOM mod, Jay. It's pretty decent if you ask me. It's just I only touched it once or twice. Are Stalker SCP ops are coming back? SCP ops, yes. Stalker, unlikely, because of how buggy all of that stuff was. It's possible, but I don't really want to put any guarantees down on any specific content right now, because again, my backlog is
from that point
years worth of stuff. You know, there's so many places I could expand, but then, you know, it's also trying to gauge, you know, what TSB wants and, you know, what other communities that hire me on want and all that other stuff.
At this time.
Wait, one, we are just here checking now.
Copy.
Where can you find it? It should still be on Steam, but if it isn't, it isn't. Like, I wouldn't know otherwise. You could also try Armaholic. Well, no, I guess hire isn't the proper term. More like they ask me to come and do things, and if I like it, I show up. Some do offer incentive, and... yeah. Fun stuff. Really, these days, it's just trying to fit everything I want to do in my schedule. See if I can get this puppy to turn around and go up on that wall.
Alpha's at Alpha stage. We're ready to
It's
move.
exclamation point mission, not mission exclamation point. Got it. You got it switched, Hub.
It's moving. That's the...
Well, yeah, no, I mean, I'm kind of excited for this week because we're going to have back-to-back Zeusing today to Thursday. And some days we're going to have multiple ops. So I want to see if I can handle it. Usually I can, but sometimes I get a little bit of burnout, but I should be fine.
Well, we may as well push instead of just sitting here then.
So actually the shots were coming from over there, so I'm going to send them over that way. But again, Zeusing's just all about, you know, giving your player base a good time, making sure everything's balanced, making sure they have a little bit of challenge, but making sure that things are idiot-proof.
Alpha's gonna hold.
Copy, Alpha.
Yeah, no problem, Jay.
I was gonna hold for a second. There's a machine gunner in a tower facing towards us. We're gonna go around towards.
So these guys just got flanked by this group, as who I believe is the SL for this group went down. If not, he probably passed the long range to Iopus. And I'm hearing the 50 cal fire. That would be this static, actually. So it's firing at these guys in here. I think for the most part, you know, this is a good small-scale fight. I'm gonna move this APC more towards Main Street here. And I am also going to send in another fire team from back here just to kind of loop around. Furthermore, let's bring that truck in, get it to dismount. They mis-PID'd that as a Marshal. Marshal would be a lot more of a threat with that autocannon. It would tear up infantry pretty well. Though that the GMG is also a big threat, but Usually it doesn't use the GMG against infantry. It usually tries to stick with the 50 cal first. We got this group breaching in right here. This is a repair Vic, by the way. They need to repair their technicals. Whether or not they realize that is anyone's guess. Otherwise, we got some of the T3s/vets breaching over on the right. We got a little bit of a mass cas back here. One of the technicals took a few shots. Engine is damaged, if not destroyed.
Good copy.
But again, if they ID that repair vehicle, then they should be fine.
Copy. That heavy armor that just pushed into the compound isn't ours, right?
So that Vic was just destroyed. Iceberg, I think, was a little too close to it. And yeah, this Vic is tracking these guys over here. So a few close RPG shots from Ollie over here should be more than enough to take it out. If not, I'll dismount it. There's another RPG shot going. That was, I have no idea where that was going specifically. There it is. Ollie giving that right in the back. No, that was done by Homebrew, apparently. Back here, probably.
Alpha is inside the compound west side, pushing in now.
Huh. I think that... I don't know how that happened, but that happened. So Prazi just tried to breach in. Duelers got the guy that got Prazi. And that truck's coming up. And we have Vic over here dismounting, but we do have some infantry that are going to pull in. So far, so good. A little bit of casualties here and there to be expected, but they'll quickly bring them back up with the medical. I'm going to shoot a few dudes in the back.
Second for all fire. Check this one.
Clear. Got that.
Wait, how do you...
Can you clear this okay?
Wait, one down there? Some bro behind the door.
Stay clear. Okay.
Good.
Alpha to high. Or sorry, Alpha to ground.
Go for ground.
You allowed to take enemy weapons?
Yeah. Just make sure to not take their uniforms.
Okay.
Ground, this is Charlie. We
Am
have
I being
armed
too OP?
or armed hunters inside this vehicle.
My MX, leave my MX.
Good copy.
Do you hear me? Just enter by base 4 and find this.
What the hell is a hunter? Oh.
Armed,
Alright, I see. Yep, I see.
Hunter HMG.
Charlie, if you want to adopt that unarmed vehicle, you can go ahead.
Yeah, we're going to steal that. We also, in one compound next to us, we have a Hemet rearm and repair. Sorry, Hemet rearm and refuel.
Well, I guess I'm being too mean.
Ground command Megs is south, taking contacts south.
That was, not expected.
Alpha Bravo, I need you to proceed south to get eyes on contacts.
Just trying to get out of the AO. See, people are gonna see that and think I bully the players all the time, but it's like...
Ground and all ground forces...
Two guys were stacked by my build, and I throw a grenade to try to...
Pulling it out now.
I don't... I'm not even gonna try to explain my actions there. I'll move Hatter a little bit to the right. So he's at least visible. Brawler got a Vic blown out. Don't know what that was about.
Go for ground.
One guy checking this section over here, and we have this
for
massive
ground.
NATO force about to push in on the flank. Meanwhile, these guys are already all the way over here. So that's a little weird.
Ground Alpha, do you copy?
But yeah, I'm gonna break these guys apart and start sending them into the compound.
Bravo copies.
This is also why I
Alpha
kind of
looks
don't
like
like
we just took a big
giving
hit from
T3
their
slots
state.
though,
We're
because
responding.
they're all running off to do the later objective, and it's like, but you guys should be kind of assisting the main force, you know? I told them that.
Ground to Bravo, what the hell is going on?
In this like green like bunker position, Alpha just took a big hit from a grenade.
Good copy.
Ground, this is how you've got multiple reinserts back at base, over.
Good copy.
I'm gonna start setting up these patrols. There's a fire team garrison I want to put in, because again, I've got to be, you know, stacking things ahead. The real fun's gonna be designing 3 ships worth of dudes.
Ground Alpha and Bravo, I am having 2IC take one of your vehicles to pick up reinserts.
I still have a handful of stragglers back here. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to
Go for ground.
breach these guys, have them search and garrison this building. So they'll breach into there. Meanwhile, we got these guys pulling over.
We kind of want to move now.
Bravo Alpha, proceed south to the,
Send in go
Hold one.
6. That should be a-okay. I'm gonna set up another transport truck with
go for ground.
do something
I believe
OP
Alpha's
like a
mass
marshal
cast
to
in
send
the
them.
northernmost building of that compound.
Don't want to do
Copy.
a rhino just yet. We'll stick with the
Charlie's
marshal.
going to move up to the northern side of the compound to support.
Let's see.
Bravo's going to start moving.
But I think that'll be
southeast
the only
and just
PvP
kinda
instance
provide
today
external
since
security to the compound.
that all happened. Gonna send this one down. Or transport unload. Actually, no, it would be a get out because I don't want the driver to stick in there. But anyway, you're dead man. Thanks for the 8-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this one. Yeah, Jelly, I mean, look, here's the dilemma about having special forces and, you know, like an upper class in a community. You want to give them good stuff, you know, as a perk, you know, so like custom stuff and whatnot, but,
Alpha to ground.
you know, then they all breach off and, you know, start doing this, which I told them literally just do what Brown says. I haven't heard them, I haven't heard them as Foxtrot call in at all on the net yet.
Copy, we have a friendly hunter. Do not fire on
I mean,
me.
I guess it's fitting for what the operation is, but
I've called it 4 times now.
My bad, I was dead.
who knows, you know?
This is 2RC to any guys inside the compound.
I love how this guy ran around back
coming
here,
down inside
and they're
your
shooting
area.
at their friendlies up in the building. Oh, that's so
Bravo
cute.
watching south and east side. We
Yeah,
can
he's
move out
not
when
doing
needed.
friendly things, that's for sure. Just wanted to try to GL that turret, you know? Minimal damage. Yeah, you can still look up. If they can still look up, then, nothing crazy is gonna happen. So if I hear bullets back here, I am totally whipping that tank out. Caleb will have to, AT it. He only has a few AT shots, though, so I'm not sure if he's, done anything
Bravo's
with it just
grouping up
yet.
at the southern gate. We're gonna.
But I'm
get ready
also
to move
gonna pull
southeast.
something on this, bridge, a, marshal with 8 dudes.
Bravo to anyone, do you copy?
This is 2IC. Go for 2IC.
Copy. I don't hear any everybody else in the compound, we're gonna start moving south because
We're gonna have that tank run.
I'm a little scared right now.
Copy, standby. Alpha, are you up?
And then I'm gonna try to move this Marshal to support with the infantry.
Charlie Squad, you up?
I'm gonna keep it on that corner. And now he's gonna
Bravo's
pull up.
moving north. We're gonna see if we can find anyone.
Ground is back up at base.
Hostile namer north of the compound.
Now they're calling this as a namer. They're getting their marshals and their APCs confused. Ooh, yeah, that thing just shot into that Vic and destroyed it. Actually, it's not destroyed, it's only disabled. Oh, that's not good.
Hey, I'm alive!
Go get it, boy. Go get it, boy.
Yes. Boy, you're amazing.
So these guys are off doing 3 things. I'm going to have a marshal come around, and I gotta manually drive this, so... Since we're activating more and more parts of the AO... Actually, we'll do a Panther. With crew.
Ground Alpha and Bravo, be advised, there are armed vehicles in the northern side of that compound, 1 times tow and 1 times HMG. I would advise you guys take one of those vehicles.
Alpha copies.
I mean, yeah, the 3s are messing with the flow, but, you know, I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing.
We brought it out for us.
It's always, if you ever have a special forces, you gotta make sure you have contingencies, because if they start doing all the op, then, you know, what the hell's the rest of the player base for? So, they have very limited AT, so the solution is just give them stuff that, you know, they're not all gonna be able to destroy on their own.
Alright.
Alpha's gonna take 1 times HMG and 1 times unarmed prowler.
But that second wave of troops is the only thing I have remaining. And then while they're fighting for the bridge, I do have a little bird to put up.
Alpha's still in contact on the north side of the compound.
Yeah, exactly, Malin. That's what I'm saying. Like, again, we'll fix it for the T3 op. So if you guys want to see some, it'll be fine. You think an init player local would work? Or, you know, if we just keep it in a standard init, that should be okay. Should, theoretically. So we got that going over here. Let's see, we're gonna have it do a hard dismount. And how are the rest of these guys doing? They're trying to fix this mass cas. We have, yep, they found some of the Polarises, so they're pulling those out. And they're gonna probably try to Polaris that Marshal. Gonna have this group come over here to try to assist these infantry coming around. I got multiple Hemmets being pulled out. But they're gonna be completely out of position here. But this Marshal doesn't really seem... I have no idea what this Marshal's doing. Team 6. Connor JC.
Almost a year now. Glad I found your channel, Liru.
Yeah, right on, man. Glad to have you. Thanks for the 11-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you're staying safe on COVID-19. I hope you get a kick out of this
Alpha's
operation.
Still in contact, but we can disengage in a minute here.
Yeah,
Charlie
you
is
guys
still
should
in
try and
contact
just
as well. We're trying to get our guys up.
Alpha Bravo, move to the southeast along the 2 black lines. Hold 1.
Bro, I'm cutting your fuel.
Move along those 2 black lines to the southeast, start heading towards the harbor. Make sure that you take those tow and HMG vehicles out of the compound. Don't just leave them there. They're going to be useful,
What?
especially with enemy armor in the area.
So, that right there is why you always have your infantry support your armor, because it prevents that.
Ground to Alpha.
Because if they just charge up...
What was that vehicle that just exploded?
Unknown. I think it was the spare transport prowler in the base.
I mean, I had a guy with AT right there. I had a lot of avenues to utilize that with. Now, these guys are playing chicken with 2 armor assets. I'm going to send up another truck in a few minutes filled with even more dudes. And... I don't even know what's going on at this point, but...
Ground, Charlie.
Yeah, charging out was probably not the best call right there.
I've got an unarmed Vic and then myself. Where are we going? We pulled out of the compound west.
Start pushing towards the fucking dock to the southeast. I need that tow vehicle, wherever it is, whoever has it, to engage the
We got a
MPT. It
marshal
is
to
north
the
of
east of the FOB. I say again, marshal to the east of the FOB. Is that friendly?
No,
Negative.
the marshal is not
Marshal
friendly.
Yeah, it's engaging.
So, units right now, they're kind of starting to fluster here. That Titan AT, which I gave them, meant for, you know, also engaging that, is done with.
Alpha to ground.
Oh dear, oh dear.
I believe the AT Vic is what actually exploded in the compound.
Oh, fuck, that's great.
Something just blew up over here. Don't know what that was about. I think it was the tank possibly armoring itself. Skelly's also charging. This is quickly divulging. Unraveling would be a better word. This is one of those days
Alpha
where the
Bravo,
players
Charlie,
are
mark your
they're
positions on
struggling
map.
a little bit. Doesn't help that, you know, the better players that are playing this up are all off in La La Land, but they're trying, all right? Again, I'm not gonna overly punish. I'm literally sticking to what I wrote down for using units here, so. I might add one extra transport truck or a marshal here, but again, balancing the amount of armor I had.
Box is on for the Act 50. You have to switch your radio onto that. Copy. The CSAT and
I don't know why those radios are having issues, because FATX have always been fine, but this was also a test to see if I was gonna start, you know, putting T3 squads in again. I'll settle this after the op, you know, or at least vet slots. Alright, so we're gonna get those guys
Ground to Alpha
dismounted.
Bravo, do you have a medic alive?
Alpha has a medic tying him along.
So
with them.
Homebrew just tried to go tunnel vision here. That just happened.
I need a medic at the east side of Bravo stage, marking now.
Bravo's medic's down. We don't have anyone up to help right now.
Good copy.
We still have this marshal back
I'm
here.
trying to get all my guys gathered to start pushing in.
Keep zooming me in and out. They good?
It's good over here. I got shot by the tank.
So if they got a hit on it, I'm gonna just dismount the crew. Because I think that's what this Vic tried to engage.
I saw on the west. Ground distance Fox.
Careful, careful, this corner cover. Right out from this corner.
Roger.
Yeah, always put guys right on the corner. Now it's up to these guys to kind of regroup, but this marshal's kind of kicking their asses on the rear. So what I'm thinking is I'll just bring the marshal in close to force the players to address it. And bring these two stragglers over as well. Give it a few minutes, they'll probably regroup back here, and that'll give me time to go garrison the frigates.
Bravo, is out anyone?
Send for Alpha.
Alright, I'm going back. One of my squad mates said there's a lot of people who are dead. I'm gonna try.
Where did he come from?
Yeah.
Did he? I mean, if he vaults the wall, I can claim he like goes over, but.
Remember when I said I need another gun over here?
Iceberg is down as well.
How is everything in the harbor currently?
Direction.
Wait, 1 Alpha, Sal's getting eyes.
Oh man.
Whoever's inside the van, move out. Everybody is mounted up.
Copy.
I think this is one of the crewman slots glitching from over here. I'm gonna start deleting bodies back here. I mean, so far, it's been a little messy, but they're slogging through it. I never mean for the ops to be a total slog, but at the same
Is there
time.
anyone currently in the harbor area?
A firm, Alpha, and some of the special boys.
Copy. How's it going?
A lot of people down, but no active contact.
Copy. I'm gonna have the reinserts push directly to harbor.
Marshal's doing something a little unorthodox here. Now, this is vanilla AI, by the way. There's no mods.
Who's up at this time?
I mean, he's doing a very good job driving. I just don't know where he's going.
Bravo lead is up. I don't know where any of my dudes are.
Copy. Regroup at the western side of the town.
You gonna get stuck on a rock?
Now.
What is this vanilla AI doing? I mean, it's amphibious, so it's not an issue, but.
Proceed to regroup.
Well, no, the tracer script. We'll get to that on T3. It's because I had it in the run init type. So this is gonna be. Where are you going? Like, honestly, fuck it. I'm gonna take control and drive it myself. I thought he was gonna like flip around and watch the bridge, but
clear from one of my dudes. We could.
Okay.
The issue with this is it's eating up time that I need to be using to garrison the frigates.
At least some of us are.
Yeah, I thought about it, Aaron, but nah. Because they don't have any like marksman stuff either, so. Or sniper stuff, excuse me. It wants its retirement. Yeah, it's already done a lot of killing. It makes sense, right?
Hey, which one of you guys nicked our prowler? Okay, disregard.
All right, Gunner. It's all you.
The Grey Tops.
What are you staring at over there?
Probably to any.
All right, that'll start getting their
You
attention.
could be able to go directly to the bridgehead. It appears clear until there.
All right, so as that happens, I'm just gonna assume it all went according to plan. You know, like any evil villain.
Good copy.
And let's see. Let's just do. Group all these guys together. Put them up.
And proceed to regroup marker that is east of Bravo stage.
And hope that they don't drown in the waves. Alright, so we're just gonna go 1 unit at a time here. I'm gonna keep the garrisons at about, like, 20 to 30 tops. But this is where things can get a little on the tedious side. You just gotta hope your AI don't drown, you know? But anyway, Little Two Moose. Hope Little Moose, Little Adam. I'm horrible at things, but thank you so much for the resub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this one. So it looks like they got rid of that Marshal. I do want to catch the next... I want to catch him going across the waterway, though. So I want to put a few guys on the surface. A few guys on the flanks here, only as infantry, no... Yep, there's the mass drowning. To be expected. Because the AI sometimes don't know how to go up for air. Okay, let's also go back here.
Time, we are at the docks. We are mounted up in an M2 Prowler and are ready to assault across the bridge.
Copy. Hold there, wait for Alpha and Bravo to catch up.
Copy.
Delete a few bodies. I'm gonna start setting up some rifle squad. Actually, we'll do I'm gonna do fire teams, but without the AT. Put those guys out. Alright, for the rest of these guys, I'm going to get the aesthetic areas first. The ones that, they can actually see and maybe shoot out of the, with the artillery pieces. USS Indianapolis flashbacks, excuse me. Actually unfamiliar with that reference. Oh well. Normally I'd have, like, naval officers up here, but again, I didn't want to pre-build it, that much because... of how framey it was getting. I don't know if, 30 or 60 people are going to show up, so I have to build the ops accordingly. Auto rifleman right there is a really big evil move, but... put 2 or 3 dudes in the back of this one. So I made multiple ships here because, it would be better for the players if, not everyone goes to one ship. So instead just have multiple ships and then, players can, like one squad can do one squad can do another.
Some Bravos at the harbor, all the Bravo reinserts are still pushing through.
Good copy.
Alright, gotta be a little quick here, because dropping in the water like that can, cause some of them to drown. So, I don't know if that's a friendly fire, or... Wait, what the hell? No, get off the parachute. It's okay, friendo, okay? You don't have to... You don't have to pretend you're flying anymore. It's A-okay. By the way, it's about 1 o'clock, so yeah, this op will be finished in about 45 minutes, I want to say, give or take. No, in the ship. There you go. You gotta nudge them along a little bit. But by making multiple ships, it lets every player kind of, have a chance to enjoy breaching a ship. I think the one last surprise I have, though, is when they play Battleship with these things, the arty guns are gonna fire back. Didn't mean to do that to you. Then again, he's at the door, so it's kind of funny. Gotta be careful because you don't want to put him too high. Hey, whoa, broski. Get in there. A little bit of damage, that's fine. One guy defending right here. Another one in the corner right here, because I always like to have little tricks. Now, again, if I had the frames, I would put some, you know, custom areas in the ships as well, but because, again, you know, resource limitations. Gotta take what you can get. Oh, no, I had you, and then I didn't. Ah, shit, and I missed the... Oh, well. That's fine. And once again, it's the threes breaching without even really... Oh, they drove the car off. No, wait, this is a squad of regulars. Oh, it's a mix. I think it's Charlie pushing up with the threes here, but we got this little bird going in the AO now. And this is gonna trigger a second wave of units to come in with AT this time. Because again, this was meant for their entire force to go
Charlie,
in.
armed little bird, heading towards your position.
I'm gonna forego sending the armor because I killed the co-pilot. But here, I just have one more unit I need to stick in here. And then not make a dumb mistake.
Try to hit Charlie or the Vipers.
So delete all those. You want to make absolute sure you don't select that and delete it, because that's going to delete everything that you just garrisoned. And I would hate to make that mistake twice. Oh, you are so lucky! Oh, that I had the gun down. There goes the little bird.
Little bird is down.
Second wave of vehicles is starting to push over.
Bravo is now crossing the bridge.
Ground, we have a single reinsert back at base to pick up at your earliest convenience. Over.
Copy.
Alright, we're not doing assault squads because I don't want that OPAT to be utilized, but we're going to start, a few rifle squads are going to be sent in, and then the rest is going to be reinforcements based off of a different factor here.
Alpha's clearing the compound southeast side of crossing.
Good shot on the rear. Now, how are we going to do that? Really simple. I'm going to take some helipad invisibles, put them right here, and then in another minute or two, we're going to start having ghost hawks coming from the northern airport down to that spot to bring additional QRF. Because it would be assumed that, you know, all of this was, you know, the garrison of the island. So it looks like someone crewed this Vic and tried to use it. I love how the SUV is floating on water. That is an SUV, right? Yeah, that's it. I don't even know where to go with that one.
Alpha's got contact southeast in the trees.
I'm gonna start burning AT, just firing it in the bottom just to spook them. That's a transport truck, so that can be fine getting hit. But yeah, it's a little disorganized based off of what's going on, you know? So I'll wait till another minute and a half and we'll start getting that ghost hawk stuff to go up. Oh yeah, no, I hate the PCML, which is also called the NLAW. Usually it's a single tube, but like that thing I hate more than the RPG. That just blew up. He was in a Vic that exploded. If they can't pull him out, I mean, it sucks, but I'm not teleporting him back. Not for this one. So a big wave of infantry coming down. These guys basically have to hold defensive. This nice little counterattack I got going. You know, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna wait till 110. We're having some people that are getting glitched out, but yeah, they're picking up enemy guns too, so audio PID is out the window. We just have a large swarm of dudes coming down the hill.
Alpha's out back on that.
So I don't know what happened here, like there was some sort of daisy chain or something, but...
Copy. Okay, you should be stable.
Whew, what a mess. Alright, we're gonna delete bodies in the back here. Sorry to take us out of the action. But server maintenance and cleaning is very important to keep the server running fine. I also like to do it this way because with the garbage cleanup scripts, it can delete bodies when you need them most. That big sigh on 50.
Ground Forces, this is Charlie. At this time, I am 3 men, I believe 2 men effective across the bridge. Everybody else is respawned at this time.
Alpha copies. We're set up in the fob on the south side of the bridge.
Copy. Do you have a medic? I have my only other guy over here down.
Hey, firm, mark the map and I'll send a guy.
Bravo, so back up. Our medic's over here working on duty.
Oh. So they were reinserting, they just blew up. Okay, genius. I love it when they play bumper cars. I do have a few additional Vics down here, but it looks like, yes, jeez. I mean, I could always take this transport Vic over. I got a hunter to send back as well. The SPG vehicle is,
over there.
Oh, it's pulled over here.
Shot. Good. Go get your friend.
That's an interesting way to die.
Hi, this is Charlie.
This is hi, send message.
One of my guys has a new bug that we haven't seen before. After being in the animation to drag somebody, they are now forced first person. We've tried to shoot them in the head and re-medic them up, and that is still not working.
So he's just stuck in first person, he can't go to third?
That is correct.
I don't see that as a real... Okay, discard. Who is it? The only thing I can do at that case is have him relog, and I guess I'll teleport him up. So let me know who it is, and when they come back, I'll teleport him up and say type on side that they're ready. I'll copy my last.
Sorry, there were 3 people talking.
Tell me who it is, have them relog. When they come back, say on side that they're ready to be TP'd up, and I'll TP them up, okay?
Good copy.
Alpha to Bravo or ground.
I agree. Force first person isn't really a glitch because this is the only op where I allow for third person as the infantry. But
Charlie, where do you need your medic?
If that's an issue, he didn't have to disconnect from the server. He just soft logged. But
good copy.
Start getting the ghost talks to bring in QRF. I don't know. Again, I will cater because that's what a proper Zeus would do. Because any dehabilitations that are not part of the op, you know, should be addressed as such. Despite my personal belief of, you know, is that really an issue? No, but maybe he's like locked in the camera, like facing a direction or something. You got to remember, players, you know, they're not always going to give you the most accurate information, just not because they might not know how to, you know, say it. Risen, who ran up there, just got killed by Homebrew.
Hey, who has Risen in their squad?
That would be Bravo.
Okay, well, he was all the way up the hill, crawling sideways, wearing enemy gear, and I just opened up on him. So, because he was pointing down at us.
Oh, players never change.
Alpha to ground. Looks like contact's dried up here. At least on the southeast side.
I don't know how that happened, but...
Ground's all the way back at base.
There is another transport truck they could take. There's some back here as well. Again, I'm hoping... I think that's what they're looking for, but... You know, comms have kind of died down a bit, and that hasn't really helped. But they've survived for the most part. Still have about an hour left before the 3-up, plenty of time. And still have the ship breaching, the ship destruction, and breaching this compound. I'm going to add an additional sentry, just add a little bit of unit movement in here. I'll keep them unaware.
Fucking trying to find out what's next to orders as this contacts the wall.
Gotcha.
Alpha to ground.
Okay.
Go for ground.
Contact here across the bridge is gone. Whoa, I died.
I'm gonna figure some stuff out.
The Catter just got shot by this guy. Now, if I really wanted to meet, I'd grab him, use his GL, and start shooting in there. But again, they're getting hit up pretty bad.
In range. I'm all the way back at base.
I'm gonna take a copy of Karn's kit just to check his mag count. Oh yeah, he's still got plenty of ammo for this operation.
Copy.
Winters, are you on 50 long range?
And I'm gonna pull this guy back. So Ghost Hawk's coming in to deploy more units.
Else who can do it instead?
Copy, ground. Charlie will be taking.
Yeah, these guys are coming back with
you get up
a
here.
tow. All right, cool. So
Copy,
they can get those
do.
reinserts fielded. I don't understand why there's a medic
Alpha
back
Bravo, this is
here.
Charlie.
Medics are going to be
Go ahead,
really
get your
important. I
troops
do love
rallied.
how
We're gonna
they
need to
pulled
hit that
the
artillery
static
base
out
next.
and they were
You have
using that.
45
That was
seconds
smart.
to get everybody over towards the HMG bunker.
Alpha copies. Special boys are already moving northeast.
Copy. Alpha, if you're in a position to be able to do it, go ahead and reinforce special boys.
Copy.
I mean, with Ace Grassy, there's a way to, with one teleport module, just check off everyone you want to TP. But yeah, you know, you can. There's plenty of ways to do things, and everyone has their own style. Some are a little sillier than others, but you know, one could argue that, you know, I could just teleport Skelly up here because if they pulled him out, they would have been able to insta-medic him. But at the same time, I think Skelly's the one that initiated, you know, the bringing of vehicles back to get people transported. So in that case, the ends kind of justified the means. Even though I'm not, like, IRL, that's not a good justification, but in Arma, usually it's how it works. Besides, I mean, we got, you know, a Vic back here. They did move up a different Vic over there, but look, Vic right here, though the engine's shot out because never PID'd that repair Vic. What was that explosion? Oh, that was Winter just demoing the repair Vic? You know what? I don't even want to know. It's okay. C'est la vie.
Ground is being reinserted back into
I'll
the
go check
AO.
those ghost talks another 60 seconds and
Alpha's moving.
actually no, for them to land, another group to be loaded,
Good copy.
be about 90. I'd say 60 by the time to get back to the airbase. That's gonna be soon. So yeah, about 90.
One person missing.
So we can delete that. That'll get rid of the floating black symbol because that was the co-pilot. They found the boats. I still love this SUV that's flipped right here. Like, I want this to be the thumb, but...
Supporting the
okay.
Vipers as they push up to the rocks.
Oh, if I go in the water, I can't hear them. That's cool.
Push into the artillery base.
Alpha's already moved northeast. We're by the rocks now.
Okay, head up with the Vipers.
Bravo copies. We are still at the southern gate.
It doesn't help they have a lot of medics back here. I don't know why I'm being pinged, but... Ground, this is high. Just letting you know you got multiple reinserts back at base. Over.
Good, copy. It's en route.
Oh, I thought that's why it was pinging me, but that's okay. Alright, I'm gonna divert one of those ghost hawks to engage the player base after the next round of dismounts, but by then they might close the gap here. And that group try to flank around.
Ground, this is Charlie.
No, we're not gonna TP anyone
Alpha
anywhere.
Bravo are currently pushing up to the rocks to support Viper team in their assault
Another
of the artillery
15
compound.
seconds.
Good, copy. Ground is about 500 meters to the west on the other side of the bay.
Copy. Do you need me to come pick you up?
Negative. I'm en route in a armored vehicle.
Copy. We have eyes on. How many more people need to be brought over from reinsert?
There's a Hammett that's heading back to base. Don't worry about it.
Copy. I've got eyes on you guys.
So then I'll have one ghost hawk ferry more as I have another one go offensive.
Good, copy.
With everything
Alpha,
past
Bravo,
here, I'm gonna go
Charlie,
ahead and
mark
delete
your
those
positions
bodies.
on map, please. I need to know where the hell each of you are.
If I die, don't get me.
Ground, this is Charlie. We are pushing up
Look at
northeast
fucking Fred's
from the
gun. Where'd he get the
to the
suppressor?
artillery base, the rocks up to the northeast.
Probably from the
end,
inventory
near
of a
Fox
Vic.
Pause marker.
Good, copy.
Alpha's just north of Fox Pause mark.
These fucking chads making these abominations of a kits, man. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Still have another Vic cooking off over here. And the ammo Vic, I don't think I deleted that. That's weird. Yeah, I'm gonna have this group kind of follow in on the engines. 2 ghost hawks coming up again. I just heard a PCML fire. Don't know where that went.
Fox Pause.
Might have been
Good,
that
copy,
guy.
Bravo, where are you at this time?
Oh, that was a ship.
Ground to Bravo.
Looks like Fox Pause is currently getting RD'd. Recommend displacing, moving east.
Yeah, that would be the big naval fleet. Yeah.
Be advised, I have eyes on 2 more.
That's what I was worried about. Alright, we're gonna set these to careless hold fire because they forgot about the ships. That's alright.
Position of the hill, it's fucking mess up there. At least 2 to 3 squads are down. Alpha Vipers down as well, believed. Less than 50% of the abilities. 2 enemy birds landing to the east, possibly dropping off Cura.
So, before we trash them, I'm gonna be honest. This isn't something they're taught to think about. Putting all their vehicles and infantry on a giant hill in front of 3 naval ships. When you say it out loud, it does sound bad, but... You know, normally these things have their things stripped, but I told them, hey, you know, we're gonna be using artillery to hit ships, but I don't think they put 2 and 2 together, which again, I don't train them to think like that. We don't normally have it happen in ops like that, so I'm not surprised that it happened that way. You know?
2IC stepping up, what's...
But I'm not going to fault them for this because...
We're on our own, though. We'll need support.
Copy that. Not sure we can provide
don't really teach them how to do stuff like that. So Luxie honestly needs to be pulled back here to do medical.
Hey, firm, we'll just do what we can on our own.
That or I think Winter might be a medic. One of those guys are actually there's 2 medics being reinserted, so hopefully those guys will be able to get something done. We do have Etta down here as a medic.
Coming in right now.
But yeah, again, like. Yeah, so they just talked about the reinserts coming in that are medics. Temp, I told them they're engaging ships today. They went on a big hill right in front of the ships, and the arty of the ship shot them dead. And caused a pretty nasty mass gas. Because they were putting the Vix like right up here, literally like in plain view of the arty turrets. So not surprised that that happened, but you know, I'm saying because we don't normally teach TSB how to think that way, you know, if you're gonna do that, then yeah, again, no surprise. I'm also making sure chat doesn't say anything bad because that's
This is 2IC,
not the player's fault, in my opinion.
On net. What's our current
but
status of the assault?
I'm not saying it's my fault either, because I told them they'd be, you know, fighting with ships, and again, going on a big hill in front of 3 ships is not a good idea, but, you know, something we don't normally teach them. Lesson learned, yeah. They're doing it again, well, they have to at least get the people medicked up, but hopefully they don't take any vehicles up here.
Grounded 2IC. Delegate somebody to get that Hammett back to base. I want you and the AO sorting out the situation there.
Ground is high. We have multiple reinserts back at base, at least a squad's worth. So please send them back.
So there's probably a reason why we died.
Hey, so no, I can explain why you died. Real simple. You guys went to a big hill in front of 3 ships that, you know, you're gonna strike with arty later, so they just struck the hill because their vehicles went right up there and they saw the Vix. It's no one's fault. It's just, you know,
Winters, you delegate
you got baited there.
Winters, how copy?
That's a negative. I'm gonna run right back to them. Stand by.
I need you and the AO.
I mean, yeah, the 2 cars, they drove these up here, and that's what aggroed the ships.
Working on that.
Ground, this is Charlie Squad Lead. I am respawn, currently moving east at this time.
Live, let, and learn, right?
No.
So medics are doing their best. They're firing 50 cal up at that helicopter. But all of the 50 cal cars that they could have taken are destroyed, so...
Alpha cell back on net. Assault's going okay, I guess.
Assault's going okay, I guess.
Ground.
Go for ground.
Disregard.
So what someone needs to do now is find another 50 cal static or something.
2 hunters.
Good, copy.
And work with that. Next stop is going to be, ooh, good shot. There's a survival crashes script working, but that's gonna snipe that ghost hawk out of the water, and it's gonna land in there. Good shot, good shot.
Ground, this is Charlie Squad Lead. Be advised, I have one of my guys with a Hammett transport moving.
Next stop's gonna be a T3/vet op, and hopefully it's a little easier for him, but see how things go. I mean, we have ammo Vix for them to guess here, but...
This is 2IC to any forces in the current AO. Pull back to the warehouse so we can regroup and resell.
All Alright, let's see. It's like they are short. Might have one hit on the right flank, though. Nope.
Ground forces, be advised, we have stolen an MLRS.
So you gotta kind of like wait and see here. That's why I gave him 3 in ammo Vix, so each one can go off station to go do stuff should they choose to. So that bird's taking a lot of fire. There's no way for me to make it wave off though. Once it started the landing, you have to fly it manually.
All right, ground. This is our ride.
Well, he missed with the computer because there's no accurate marker of those frigates. It just has a naval fleet marker, so he aimed it at the naval fleet marker, thinking that he'd at least hit a ship, but he didn't. So again, adds to the guessing.
Go for ground.
IRD base itself is mostly clear.
So they're getting it
Might be one or
rearmed.
two stragglers left.
But what I can also do now is add another fun little thing here.
No, but another ghost dog northeast. Just dropped off more infantry.
Good copy.
So Ghost Hawk got its engine shot out. Nice. I'd be curious to see if they try to repair that. But we're going to do something a little silly. We're going to have some naval shenanigans happen. There's Rifle Squad. So I'm going to hard copy this and stick it way in the back so I can copy paste from it.
Hey, we got Artie here. Are we using?
They're thinking too short. But yeah, you don't want to dump all the ammo. You want to put one and adjust. Put one and adjust. Yeah, good thing I held fire of those things, because they're supposed to be firing back, and it's supposed to be a game of, like, cat and mouse, but...
Infantry contact east of the IRD base.
Again, don't want to do anything that's going to be too complex. I mean, they could literally drive closer, too. Those things can be mobile, and I gave them, you know, 3 sets here. They still have fuel. That dragged away ammo means nothing. Yeah, now we're having our HIB start to come in. The bigger boats are making tiny boats. And I'm gonna go down here and start deleting some chunks of bodies in the forest.
Alpha Bravo, Charlie, pull back to the harbor. Start mounting up into speedboats. We are going to go assault those frigates.
Ground, this is high. Message over.
Go for ground.
I would highly recommend you hit them with RD before you proceed, because they might have things like Praetorians on the rear that would tear your ships apart.
Affirm.
Break, we got a hostile, what looks like a rib inbound to the southeast.
Yep, so we got squads dismounting, again being sent from the naval fleet. There are all these guys getting boats back here now, but... I didn't put any Praetorians on these, but, you know, it's implied that one of these would be one to shoot down things coming, so... Jumping the gun a bit here. Send in Go Team 6 now. Daka, thanks for the 16-month resub. Do I feel like you've been here longer, man? I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this one.
Now.
Are they... You didn't wait for the RD computer to adjust, that's why, but... He shouldn't be dumping all of them. He should be... Well, some of these might hit, but they look like they're going to be a bit far.
Good copy.
Yeah, again, they're aiming for the marker. They're not aiming for the actual fleet. So again, this... put it here, bring an ammo truck, and, you know, put one here, bring an ammo truck. And then just literally hold page up and PID, you know? They're not doing themselves any favors over here. But we got massive RHIB groups coming up, and yeah, it should be interesting. 2 NATO guys just got these guys way out of position.
Ground, this is Charlie. Boat is loaded up, ready to go.
Good copy. Alpha Bravo, what's the status of those? Disregard.
I'm gonna fucking change one of them to a Praetorian.
Ground Alpha.
I didn't want to for fucking... No, we're gonna have to do it.
Yet?
Fuck it.
Yeah, we're starting in a boat.
They're gonna disregard how I tell them to do the operation. Did it for security reasons, but...
Into a straggler.
Good copy.
Fucking do it.
Good copy. Mount up into belt along with Bravo. Whoever's in the MRS, stand by. Wait for dots on marker. Map for the frigates.
Any hit on the ship and I'll end key these. Any hit at all.
At this time, I believe that the...
Which one? There's 3.
The Viper team?
Alpha's gonna pull security on the Alpha mark until we're confirmed moving out.
Good copy. I need people manning these MRSs. There's one on the northern side that's not being manned.
Bravo's taking boats, so...
Charlie's gonna go ahead
I can't
and get
believe
around
this.
the bay so that we can see these frigates, maybe get a good eyes on map.
Good copy. Be advised, one shot is out on boat 1, test fire. Ground to Viper.
Bravo is clicking off the boat. Priority Bravo is heading towards you.
Oh, Praetorian's gonna fucking deck this, isn't he?
I'm kind of done.
Alpha's mounting up in a boat, gonna regroup with the rest of the forces.
We still have not solved off those targets. Hold 1.
Thank you. Literally all we needed.
Be advised, good hit hits on frigate 1, no hits on frigate 2 at this.
Good copy. How damaged is frigate 1?
Rebel assaulting it at this time.
Good copy.
Good fire on boat.
Please, just... It's just one of those times where you want to give them a cool, complex thingy, but... just didn't really work out that well today.
This is 2IC to ground. All of Bravo, I believe, is down.
Good
Oh, that was
copy.
close.
Did they die? What did they die to?
A rock and a boat and all die.
This is MRLS to anyone who has eyes on the boats. Were those effects on boat 2 and 3 effective?
Bye. Bye.
Goodbye, you can go.
YOLO this objective.
Are you okay up there?
No,
Be advised. 6 rounds.
Copy.
Alpha to ground, we're in position. Whenever you give the go-ahead, we can attack.
Good copy. I need to know what those boats look like.
They're not dead yet. We've got an entire Viper team hanging onto the side of boat 1 because there's a Praetorian that is pointed at the back of boat 1 right now. From boat
is that
2.
Praetorian on boat 2? Copy. I'm trying to narrow in already on it. Hold 1.
It's boat 3. Sorry, boat 3 is the one that
Boat
currently
3,
has
good copy.
eyes.
Rocket already is inbound on boat 3. Stand by.
No, it wasn't boat 3. Literally,
11
all you
shots
need
out
is
on boat
someone
3.
to just
Stand by.
look at which boat isn't on fire.
Standing by.
I just... Is this too hard?
Shift.
Clipped.
Jesus Christ. One job.
Why do you have them back here when you can literally look at... I give up. Maybe they're scared because these things shot at them earlier. I hope that's the reason. I really can't think of another.
Did those shots have good effect on target, Alpha? Alpha.
Alpha's not in position to tell. Charlie?
T3 op's gonna be after this op.
Did those shots have good effect on boat 3 and boat 2?
Oh no, Malin, you're a mission maker for TSV2. Is this...
Good effect.
Was this too complex for them? What's that? I want your opinion too on this.
Repeating fire mission.
I think they're still aiming for the wrong boat.
Shots are out.
This is the pub, yeah. I guess I'll just stick to underground tunnels. See, I don't know why they're just... Why would you put them all in the same area? Like, just spread. Just give a little bit of spread. I let you keep the arty computer. Why? Give it, like...
Good copy.
Hey, Crown, this is Hyde. You want a suggestion?
Go for ground, yeah.
Instead of having your rocket guys, you know, put in a position where they can't see what they're shooting, maybe, you know, move them closer, because those things can move around, or maybe not put all 16 shots in the same exact place, maybe give it a little bit of spread to at least increase your chances, because if you've noticed, only one hit's needed to blow everything up.
Good copy.
I'm just gonna apologize to him and say I'm so sorry for giving you something that was too complex for you guys. Like, honest to God. I'm genuinely impressed. No, the ladder's not bugged. They're holding on it because they know if they go up, I'm gonna shoot them. Hey, thanks for the tacos, bro. Family got Taco Bamba today. I'm gonna try to word it. I'm not gonna try to word it as an insult. I'm not gonna be snarky about it. I'm gonna be genuine and say I'm sorry. Like, I'm genuinely sorry for giving them something that was too complex. Like, you know, three artillery trucks, 3 ammo trucks, so 3 can go off in one direction. They could literally drive all the way up here and shoot at point blank if they wanted to. You know, like, they're using spotters from guys in boats, and then, you know, while that was being done, they'd regroup and they get in the boat. It's just, I feel so bad right now. You know what? I have an idea. I have a really, really simple way to fix this, because this is too... Here, Bloodwing's calling. Hi, Boo. No, I'm sorry, I'm streaming for a bunch of lemmings. How are you? What suits for $30.99? Oh, for Among Us? Sure, I'll take one. Okay. Bye, Boo. We're working on, something for an Among Us thing, and maybe for an unboxing, because we haven't, you know, seen one of those in a while. Where's CSAT Pacific? Where's helicopters? Just give me this, please. We're just... It's a dump fire, but you could literally, like, drive up to it. Give me manual fire.
Be advised, 12 rounds are out on boat 3, stand by. There's somebody running rear third, hold one.
And we're just gonna claim that all forces, this is high. It looks like CSAT called in backup and blew up, boats, the northernmost boat, and, destroyed it. I think the infantry can now breach and get this objective done. Over.
How kind of them. Alpha's gonna move to...
I've never had to do something like that in a public op.
Alpha's gonna take the northeastern boat. No reason for everyone to go for one boat.
It's the 3 CSAT guys still have their medics, so at least as long as he doesn't go first, they should be able to clear that. But I'm... Again, I have a lot of fun concepts I want to utilize. And they just got blown up by an AT guy over here. That one I will take fault for. That one was a misposition on my end. But I'm just...
Ground, Charlie, we are on boat 2 at this time.
So bad.
Getting ready, preparing to breach.
Good copy.
Bravo ground, about half.
That one I will also apologize for. Now the question is, are they all dead, or were there survivors? They're probably all dead. No, a rocket went out from that one guy, shot the boat.
This is 2IC to all ground forces. I would suggest telling your people to hold up for people, for other people, so we don't run out of boats.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? Let's go ahead and delete that. Just gonna get this wrapped up. Hey, Praz. I'm setting up a TP pole because this needs to end. It's gonna go right where the boats are.
Okay.
Ground, this is high. Message over.
Go for ground.
Set up a TP pole between spawn and where the boats are, so... hopefully that'll help things move a little quicker over.
Good copy.
So how's everyone's day? We still have a T3 op after this. How many of them show up is anyone's guess. Might not even have one if not enough people show up, because it's one where we need at least 12 dudes. Because it's a cool file. And I'm going to wait here to apologize to these guys personally at the boat there below. Because that was something that shouldn't have happened, that I should have been able to control. I'm thinking in the future I'll, nah, even if I wrote it out, I don't think they would have followed, but...
Far northern one.
Hey, so, here's the deal, there's a pole. It'll take you up. I genuinely apologize. I didn't realize that AT guy had an angle from where he was. That was AI being AI. So just... Yeah, that was AT.
What a shot. Give that guy a promotion.
What a guy.
So, I'll make sure there's a spare boat for you. Go back to your boat. No one's touched it yet. Again, seriously, I apologize for that. That one's on me.
Ground to Alpha.
Send.
Alright, more guys breaching. These guys still have to go take the bridge of that one. These three still breaching that one. Looks like one group coming in to assist them.
Bravo.
Copy.
Are you moving to boat 2 or 3?
Bravo's on the bridge of boat 2.
I'm breaching and clearing that.
The Alpha, shift to boat 3.
Hey, firm.
Oh, please don't. Please don't friendly fire each other too, guys. Please don't. Don't add that to the list. No, they're shooting at dudes. I actually don't know where they're shooting. I still can't believe one boat, like, went and hit the rock. Just, there's so much Ron. And we got these squads that are back here. One landed helicopter. All right, 2 boats that are secure. Send in Goat Team 6 now. There's an op next week for the puppies that was also going to be a bit complex. I'm probably going to throw that out for something else. 6 now. They're recovering, which is good.
A minute or 2.
Alright, we will mount up and start at 3 to clear with you.
Send in Goat Team 6 now. And as I say that, we have a blue on blue. Send in Goat Team 6 now. Norwegian, thank you for the 10 subs. And continuing your sub from 6 now. Wait, Norwegian is paying forward the gift they got from. Wait, I actually don't know what that means. I see 10 gift subs, so I'm assuming he's is continuing his sub, or maybe I don't know. But thank you, nonetheless, Norwegian. Hope you enjoyed the ops more than I did today. Actually, op singular. There's still another op after this. Don't know if it'll be run because of how the op has gone down, but hey, we'll see how things go. I would have laughed my ass off if that killed them after they already died once. I would have genuinely laughed my ass off. It's like, we get back into the AO and we slam against the boat, we're all dead again. Oh. My god, that would have just been some icing on this shit cake, man. I think Arma actually made the boats more sturdy, because usually hits like that take off a big chunk of the percentage of the RHABs. Yeah, slamming into the boat with your boat's probably gonna cause some unwanted damage, right? Yeah, people are breaching in. We got a medic going up to assist people.
Yeah.
Whoever numbered them, I want to shoot them in the face. Double bat.
Clear up there?
Lovely. Just as I was going to clear this way. Thank you. Really appreciate that.
Alpha Bravo, confirm you are on the bridge of boat 3.
Alpha's up here.
Oh,
thank you.
Can you guys clear?
Okay, the teabag was unwarranted. All right. Now we wait for the call-in. I'm gonna apologize to Judge for that. That was completely uncalled for. I just got in the mood. Yeah, Norwegian, at least it's not a be advised joke, right? I think Judge got up and gave a double tap in anger right there, and he's doing a reload there.
Ground to high.
It says hi, send message.
All 3 boats are clear at this time.
Roger, stand by for index. There we go. And I'm gonna keep the music on.
Good evening. Hello.
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 Give that 80 guy a medal.
Next time, can we just have someone who's just, like, at least bringing vehicles back? Because that would be much more helpful.
Okay. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Let's get this over with. Ground, can you read back to me what I told you to do? Because I want to try to find where the issue was here.
We were to clear out the fob, then move across the bridge, clear out the artillery base, and then attack the frigates.
Right. I told you to use the arty in there to use it on the frigates, right? Okay, just making sure I said that. I gave you 3 arty pieces, 3 ammo trucks. My idea was you would then, go on the coast and hit stuff. Hit the ships. You could even go, like, right up to the ship and, like, mag dump it from the side. All 3 of them. And it would have been fine. 3 apologies I'm going to give. Number 1, I apologize to, I think it was either Hatter Faces or Holy Light Squad, because your boat was driving up and it got randomly AT'd by a dude on the side. That one was an oversight on me for putting AT guys in spots that could have engaged ships. So that one's on my bad. Hope you still were able to get on the ship and have some fun there. Apology number 2 is to Judge. Sorry I teabagged you. I hope you can forgive me for that. Apology number 3 is overall I am, and I'm not trying to sound like an ass with this, I'm genuinely sorry for giving you a complex operation like this in the Pubby Op slot. I thought it would be fun. I hope you still had fun with it, but I didn't mean for this to be the shit show that it was, and I'm going to take what I learned here and keep it going forward. I got some other complex stuff. I'm going to try to tone that down, but I didn't mean for this to go the way it was. I thought it would be cool to go steal some arty pieces, blow up some boats, and then go breach the rest of the boats. Reminder, guys, if you're using arty and you're trying to hit something, don't have all of your rounds go to one spot. Spread it. Because I made it so that if you got one hit, it would blow everything up on the frigate. It's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a little more cinematic than that, but at that point I had to make it that way. Reminder to any squad individually, for the public ops especially, I make this so the entire force has to go through. So if you start doing stuff out of order, it's going to trigger more AI to come in. It's going to get more hectic. And then also reminder, make sure you try to complete this in order. Because if you have, part Y go to ships before part X blows up boats, then yeah, the stuff on the boats is going to shoot at the people that are trying to get on the ships. I even hinted at you to say, hey, blow it up before you go there, but guess that didn't get relayed. T3 squad, I don't know what was wrong with your radio. I didn't really hear you on that at all today. I don't know why that was an issue, because it was all MR3000s and FATX, so I guess Beta decided to fuck me.
We had to put it onto short range for the FATX because even the long range that you gave us didn't work.
I'm pretty sure it was TFAR beta encryption. That would have affected this because the default.
It has to be, yeah, but
yeah.
like MR3, like I even gave you a copy of the exact radio backpack that the insurgent was using, but it was all MR3000, so I don't know.
Even that didn't work. I switched to the Playtron and didn't even hear any people. It was only until after I died that I could hear people, but I could not transmit to other people.
Let me see something real quick. No, your plugin's fine, so I genuinely don't know. Was anyone else? Did you try giving that LR to anyone else in your squad?
Yep.
Maybe it's something unique to the Vipers, or I don't know. I genuinely don't, because, you know, am I wrong to think that MR3000s would work with other MR3000s?
Did you have encryption turned on or off?
It should have been off, but everyone was OP4. This was the FIA version of OP4. Maybe it's because, you know, they script that out. Like, sometimes independent and OP4 FIA can be weird, but I don't know. I'll just copy them to CSAT base kits next time to make sure that everything's uniform, but you never know. But ground, let's get this debrief on the road.
All right, so at the first objective, Alpha and Bravo proceeded north and south. That went well, but then a marshal came up, and at that point, our AT was scattered, and the SPG techie wasn't in position to take care of it. That led to a devolution into chaos. I went down at some point in there. I died. Then communication broke down even further. I tried to have the squads regroup on the western side. They eventually did that. Vipers took docks. That all went semi-decently. And then we attacked across the bridge. Alpha and Bravo covered while Viper and Charlie crossed. Viper and Charlie established a beachhead. That was all good. And then we went to attack the artillery base. When you're driving vehicles, don't drive them over a hill because you open yourself up to having everything load onto you. So don't do that next time. I made the same stupid mistake and that was bad. When it came to the artillery piece, we should have moved them to the south and then engaged, but I figured that whoever was on the ground near the boats would be able to get semi-accurate marks on them, so we wouldn't have to and just use the artillery computers. Apparently not. That took forever. Apart from that, I have no complaints other than I fucked up a lot. 2IC, if you have anything to say.
One thing I did want to add to, just to explain the RD incident where you got Mascaz. The reason for that was this op was originally going to be like a cat and mouse game of you would spot the RD on the boats, and then after you fired, they would fire back, and then, you know, you could be mobile. What ended up happening, though, I scrapped that idea mid-op, was because you guys drove on the big hill overwatching the military base, and some of you put vehicles, like, right on the skyline of that hill in front of where the where the boats were pointing the, you know, hammer turrets on the front, so they just looked at you and shot directly, because that's what AI will do if you put things uphill to RD pieces. So I held fire for them for the rest of the op, but yeah, that was interesting. But just be mindful of that, guys, in general. Like, you know, if you go above where RD pieces are, and you should assume that, you know, a ship does have a hammer turret for that, you know, frontal gun, bad things happen. And again, I can't control the AI in doing that because I don't know if they're going to actually, you know, shoot at you. But if you look back on my video and see where those Vics were crewed in place and where, like, people stayed crewed, because they didn't fire at the infantry, they were firing at the vehicles. The Vics were put, like, right, there couldn't have been a worse spot for you to put them, you know, so. Continue.
Winters, it's you.
I got nothing much to say other than, yeah, when the marshal showed up, comms kind of broke down. Didn't realize everyone pulled back from the FOB, apparently. Lost a couple guys there because I'm not sure what was happening with the squads. We just spread out after the FOB and the marshal came up. I think everyone just abandoned ship there. But yeah, that's basically it.
All right, let's see. I need to switch mod sets here because I gotta send this before I reboot it.
Not much to say. Everyone in Alpha did fine. I don't think the objectives were that complex. I think comms were just not good enough for that op, but it happens. Other than that, I don't really have anything to say. Bravo.
So for Bravo, it seemed like half my squad was missing half the time. I have one person who was like, brawler I never saw like after the bridge crossing, so that was a little weird. I don't know what he was doing. But yeah, it was just a bit hectic. I didn't always know what was going on at any one time. And the boat crashing was a little demoralizing because we were about to get to the ships and like be successful, and then all of a sudden we hit a rock and our boat flips over and we all die. So yeah. But yeah, we made it through eventually, and like in the end, I think I had fun. So, Charlie. Charlie?
Okay, so we were pretty much a glorified fire team for the majority of the op. Basically had about roughly 5-6 people. Especially from that perspective, we kind of, part of our squad ended up in a logistics role where we were running reinserts. But overall, I feel like our squad was pretty effective. The first location we ended up at, we ended up taking contact in a weird place. Got dunked on by the marshal after we had the Hunter HMG out, which happens. Like, that was our own fault. We were just out of position there. Didn't have any kind of infantry to cover us or AT to cover us from that kind of heavy asset. Once we got down to the harbor, we were able to push across, kind of help spearhead the assault with the Viper team over on the east side of the harbor. Once we crossed the bridge, and then we helped lead the assault on boat 2, or boat 3 rather, however it was marked, out in the water there. Want to thank Viper team for kind of helping us out when we did get bogged down, but overall I think I can't really complain all that much. Overall, Charlie did a great job. Thanks. Guess it's me next, since it wasn't $1. For my squad-wise, for what it's worth, I do apologize. You deserve better from me from being a squad lead. There was some questionable decisions made on my end. I'll apologize for that. I'll learn my mistakes. I'm sorry. For what we did do, good job. You guys were able to hold it through. You did what I asked and more. I couldn't have asked for more from you. Op-wise, things that need to be discussed, guys. General blanket statement, fucking reinsert vehicles. Zero fucking reason why we only wanted to, why 1 or 2 people need to take like a fucking helmet to reinsert. If you're only 1 person at base, wait till there's about 4 or 5 of you, because logistically wise, after I died the second time on the boat, there was 7 guys back at base, no vehicles. Zero fucking excuse. I get that you all want to play, but ultimately, team-based environment. That shit needs to be sorted out, and sorted out fucking quick. Secondary issue that I drew up, I was discussing with Homebrew when we were on the ship. There is zero reason why, if a ship is getting boarded, that another ship would use its main fucking gun to engage infantry on the deck of a ship. That would not happen realistically in any, like, navy, and I would bet 50 quid to try and find a navy that would do that. I get it, it's AI, but that's down to the management issue.
Okay, I'm gonna speak on that right now. Do the fucking op properly, and it won't be an issue. If I even have to tell you to RD the boats before you go to them on the LR net, I get you were having comm issues, but you said you were on 50 on the SR, and you still go and do it, get fucked, okay?
The problem with Viper being on short range 50 was that I apparently was one of the few people who actually heard him and was responding, and I was trying to actually you help them to get like rounds on target with my rocket artillery. But at some point, everyone was just like, yeah, let's attack. And we did not get more or less the time to actually walk in our shots and, you know, get the targets.
Without way to triangulate position for boats, because there is no laser designators that people were guiding in shots via artillery computer, and you had to get grid references for that. There was no way of pinpointing and triangulation without spreading people all throughout the island to triangulate position. It was an impractical way to resolve the boat situation, Liru.
You could have literally gone on the shore third person and just slowly held page up while firing.
The problem with that was we were actually trying to do that at the beginning, but then a squad of infantry decided to walk up behind us, and we decided to move the artillery back to the bridge where we would have at least more cover.
Okay, you could have driven it down the peninsula on either side. You could have had infantry overwatch the arty pieces as you fired them.
Good afternoon, Liru.
Just as an idea for next time, either give Viper, like it was said, a rangefinder or something, or a small data drone which we suddenly find at the base or something like that, like something to give us a little bit more, like an easier time to triangulate the target.
Okay, please put it in feedback. I've already apologized that this op was too complex, and I can assure you it won't happen again.
No one's complaining that it's too complex.
It was a communication breakdown. I fucked up, and yeah.
Otherwise, it was completely fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only person who's complained that it was too complex was you, Liru.
Clearly
No
it
one else has
was
said that.
because of how things have gone, but please continue the debrief.
I think that was Spec Ops. That was last. I think our debrief is currently over.
It's open, yeah.
If anybody wants to say something, say it.
Yeah, it was not too complex. We had communications breakdown, which happens a lot, unfortunately. And what resulted in us guiding in artillery by hand. You would never put an artillery piece on a hill in perfect view range of an enemy ship and just start trying to manually guide shells in by paging up.
That's not what I said. I said you put it...
we-
Never mind, keep going.
After we got engaged, our vehicles got engaged by enemy's artillery because they were skylining on a hill. That happened before that too. Like,
I knew they were going to use that excuse too.
Yeah,
Said it
like,
earlier.
After that artillery barrage happened, we're never gonna just sit there with vehicles and try and page over a mountain. Especially when they are in a much better position to triangulate our counter battery. So it's not that it was too complex. There's just a couple issues that just sort of slowed everything down.
Itself seemed pretty straightforward. I think the main thing was just comms. Yeah, that's the only thing I.
Yeah, I went down
gripe
and
on,
then it
but-
broke down.
Having someone
Yeah.
dedicated on Logi for reinserts would.
So,
I assigned one person to it. They decided to fuck off and go do their own thing. And then I assigned another person to do it, and yeah.
So what happened was there's the Logi, that thing was going on. So after no one was getting back in, I took a truck, started heading back, and I did one trip, started heading back with when we found the Hemet, and then I was needed up front because when Silver was down, no one else was doing doing reinserts. So the 2IC, as I was trying to be, wasn't.
So this is me testing the mission, getting transferred into TFAR. They're saying the op's not too complex, yet they're saying that they didn't think about certain ways to do stuff. Because that, to me, sounds like it was too complex for them to understand. I get the arty thing, But at the same time, like,
there was a
how else are they
communication
gonna do
error
it?
there.
You know? So yes, the op was too complex.
Technical issue that could have been resolved in mission.
Yes.
Even with the brand new LR, didn't work. So it was a case
So,
of put on short
like I
range,
said,
whoever I could hear, I could
gonna
hear.
just keep
Just
them
do
less
the plot.
complex. Sorry, you heard me
Yeah,
chewing my taco.
I
I
tried
just
my best to like give it.
there's not much I can do to fix certain things like that. So what I'm doing right now is just to verify that the script's gonna work. I don't know. The only person I'm really mad at is myself for having something like that, so... That's okay. C'est la vie, you know? Taco's good.
All set up.
So we'll just wait about 19 seconds for this thing to initialize properly. I hit the T key, so hopefully that'll have it go up. And I have to get this op going in 5 minutes, so... Gonna hit the T... Yeah, there it was. Okay. So I think I just turned it off. There we go. Okay, so theoretically, it should be working now.
And I told him like,
Theoretically.
find me someone who takes over for me.
Okay,
and
so
there was
the
no
ground
one.
command then?
Yes, I was ground command, and I told him.
There was
One
no
at a
one
time.
around,
Logical
and then I called in like, hey, I have to do that.
Apprehensive. What's it, Atomic? You're still turned down for me.
Hey, Luden Jr.
Liru 1009. For me, we'll never die. I'll watch my words since Liru's not in a great mood at the moment.
Nah, I'm not mad at anyone. I'm just mad at myself for the situation that was made.
Can I
Yeah,
offer a piece of advice?
Can we not
I
bring it to this?
Don't want to hear it. Not right now, not here.
Yeah, let's not.
There's a place and a time for
It
it.
was ground, killed 2 reinsert Vics.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Alright, let's be adults. Let's just move on. Tier 3 up in
I don't want to be a
3
dog,
minutes.
so you can make me.
Nemesis, shut the fuck up.
Nemesis, you're the oldest fuck here.
Shut
If anyone has to be the
Stop,
adult in the
stop
room
being
here.
such a boomer.
Yeah,
I'm
Nemesis.
leaving. See ya.
Goodbye.
He's not a male boomer, remember, he's a MILF boomer.
Yeah, he's a MILF. That's confirmed already.
That's not the password for the
we're
server,
good.
by
We're
the way.
bringing more mothers into the community. I approve.
Yes, Mama Temp.
I mean,
Wait, we're bringing in what now?
Don't worry about it.
Mothers.
And nothing you need to worry about, Eopis.
Mothers I'd like to friend? Oh, fuck.
I listen to it. I actually
Yeah,
hear.
you don't know how.
Alright.
He said again, I was tabbing.
C'est la vie. Let's see. If you're gonna stream, please give me your thingamajig so I can make the multi, and we'll get started right away. Server's booting. I fixed my little tracer script thing for myself, and you guys are gonna love this AO. It's really no, it looks cool. It's not complex, I swear. I'm gonna stay away from that C word for a while.
Compromising.
Complicated.
Contrast.
Cuntish.
Competition.
Commitment to excellence of the player base?
It's gonna require some communication. Oh no, we're screwed.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Can we use be advised though?
Be advised. Last
They'll probably
operation
use
was a
that.
shit show.
Be advised, Outcast should not be on 50.
Viper's good, alright. We found a tank and proceeded to dance with it for 20 minutes.
I can't for some reason see the server.
It ate money 18 shots.
I thought he said
It took
already
4
up.
shells or 4 AT
I
shots.
wish those tanks were just as invincible when I was driving them. If only they could be just as impervious to AT when I'm driving them.
Alright.